some people might think like, wow, this dude's pretty deep. Like, he needs a bigger platform that way everyone can hear this shit, and you know, he could possibly save the world or some shit like that. The thing about that is, from my experience, is that people are, I guess, followers or some shit. Like, how can I word this shit? I'm trying to think of the words, but like that was on a big podium or whatever. It's sort of like your favorite fighter or a favorite musician. Let's say your favorite musician, since everybody likes music, right? Like some people don't like fighting, and they're like, "What? I can't relate to that." Just to pick something that everyone can relate to. So let's say music, right? Let's say your favorite musician that's signed to a major label. They got all these sales, all this money, and all that. And then time goes on, and you pretty much forget about them. You know what I'm saying? Like you stop following and all that, and now all of a sudden it's just like a passing thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like even if I was on a big stage and I was saying this shit, a lot of people wouldn't follow it. Honestly, I don't think no one would, because like once that podium's away, like they might hear you or whatever, but once that podium's away, like it's back to normal, regular everyday shit. And underground housing been talked about before. It ain't something that I'm just now talking about it. There's been people that's been on it. There's videos on YouTube. Like I didn't invent this shit. Like people been on about it for a long time, since probably the '50s. Like you know what I'm saying? Even in Lord of the Rings, they had Hobbit houses, and that's underground living. Like if you want to see underground living, it's a Hobbit house on Lord of the Rings, something like that. You get a hill or a hillside. Even on flatland, you can do it. You just build a house. You dig a ditch and you just put support and all that. They got books on it and everything. People, it's cheaper living. It's better insulation. It saves heat. You can make a greenhouse in it because the earth is insulated. Like there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. It's less showy. Like it blends in with nature too. Like a lot of people around here just want to like stunt. Like put everything on blast and look at me. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy shit like that. Like they want the most attention from everything. They don't give us people, aliens, one from God, Satan, evil, good. They don't give a fuck. Just look at me, nigga. If you're trying to hurt me, if you're trying to stab me, if you're trying to shoot me, just look at me, nigga, please. Like, that's why you see niggas do all this stupid shit. They just want eyes on them. Like, they're attention whores. Nigga die for a pair of eyes on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, how some motherfuckers are obsessed with sex? Some people are just obsessed with niggas looking at them. Like, please, God, look at me. I'm done in this bitch. But, that's how some people are, but, uh, yeah. That's why I don't worry about it. Like, and plus, it would probably just go over some people's head. Like, what the hell is he talking about anyway? Like, something you just gotta figure out yourself. Like, just like when you have parents and they tell you, you know what, you shouldn't hang around them or you shouldn't do this or that. Then you do, and you're like, damn, my mom was right or my dad was right or sister, brother, whatever. You just gotta trust, like, if, uh, if they're real people, they will understand. Like, and plus, shit is hitting the fan. Like, COVID going on and shit. I ain't got all day to just try and figure out a way to get on a big ass podium and tell niggas, hey, we need to live underground. Like, what, nigga? You gotta do all this extra work. And like, even to get to a big podium, that shit would take years. Like, at least 5 years, easy, to get so much clout that motherfucking, that you can make some serious noise like that. It just takes way too much time. Like, or are these about to pop off or a race war or something? I ain't trying to just sit around and try and persuade niggas that really don't probably give a fuck, honestly. If they do, they'll figure it out or find out eventually. I already posted a show on my Facebook that I'm living underground, so when I really do make this move, I'm sure my sister, mom, dad, or someone will say something like, "Where the fuck is one go?" Like, "Oh, he just drove out and he living underground, nigga." Like, I think he was for real about this shit. He just did. Like, he made one video and he just been gone since. Like that dude, the Tiger Man or whatever. You can look that shit up. That nigga lives on an island. But I want to be living underground. This nigga just out on like some island, like dressed like a cat or whatever. I don't mean like dressed like a fursuit. I'm talking about like he got surgery, like body modifying surgery. And they got whiskers and a tattoo of, tiger prints and shit. He got even fangs. He made his teeth sharp with fangs and just went out into the woods. Like, look this shit, nigga. He just did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta make that move. Like, it'd be better, cause shit around here ain't nothing natural about it. Ain't nothing natural about the food, the people you're with, the motherfucking buildings, houses. The way shit works is all not my style. Like, if it worked for you, it worked for you. But if you want to criticize me for living underground, like it affects you somehow, that's weird too. Like, anything you shouldn't even give a fuck. Like, why do you give a fuck? You have to warn about shit like that. A lot of people around here got a cult mentality. Like, they'll just harass you and just talk shit for no reason. It's like, for what, nigga? Like, are you in a cult or some shit? Are we in a cult? Like, this shit is weird as fuck. At least make it a smart cult, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Anyway, that's all I can say about it. Like, I hate making all these videos, but I was thinking of some shit to say. But that's on that piece about why I'm not trying to get on a big platform, or whatever. If it was hot, this shit would just spread anyway, like naturally or something. Like, knowing someone underground shit. This dude named Mike Euler, I already talked about him. He been trying his whole life to get this shit popping. He went to colleges and all types of shit. No one's fucking with it. So, it's just one of those things. Like, he died in 2016. So, he's an author, a underground house builder. Uh, he do lectures. He do all that shit. Like, they ain't trying to hear it. If they ain't trying to hear it, it ain't no point in wasting time. Like, if it was gonna pop off, it'd have been popped off when he did it. Probably would have made the news, or some famous motherfucker would be like, "Yeah, I live underground, nigga. Like, I play ball and I live underground. I did this shit myself. Like, I'm just switching it up, do something new. Everyone wants the mansions. Everyone wants the, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucking mansions or a castle or some crazy shit. I'm doing it underground, nigga. My money stretched longer. I got my motherfucking house the size. My whole crib is like the size of a motherfucking White House in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I got my separate rooms. I got 2 stories underground, nigga. Ain't no one doing it like me. And these other times they want to be different. They want to be different, but you know what I'm saying? They do the same shit everybody else is doing. They just say they want to be different, like the niggas that they copying. It's pretty funny, but that's what they do. Yeah, nigga, I'm different. Why? Cause you short and you got dreads and you got a grill like Lil Wayne and you rap in a high pitched voice. You're not really being different, my dude. If you call that different, go ahead. Do you, nigga? I ain't gonna mess up your vibe, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you on your own way. Like, I guess that's the new thing, saying you're different but copying everybody else. But so I don't give a fuck. Like, when I disappear and these niggas put out Amber Alert and research all my shit, they be like, damn, this nigga living underground. So they'll get it anyway. Like, someone will get it. I ain't really worried about that. Like, you can't be worried and babying niggas and all that shit. Like, we're all grown. All that shit's all on the internet. He's probably watching it like, nigga, you ain't gonna do shit. I'll believe it when your ass disappear for a month. Then I'll start looking into it. Like, is this nigga really dead, or is this really possible, or what? Like, the chance of aliens coming down that duct thing is like 0%. So I'm not gonna even, like, what I'm saying, running around, sitting around praying and shit, because niggas already did that. Like, we're gonna get you a shovel. You could do it shit by hand. The dude Mike Euler, how you pronounce this shit, he took his $500 mansion or house by hand. He had a $50 one that he did with a shovel. I'm reading the book, so you know, this is what it is. Like, I don't know what else to say about it, but yeah, that's one reason why. Like, just because you promote something, don't mean it's gonna pop off. These people got a certain mind state in mind for whatever reason. Like, like, who lands on Earth or becomes on Earth and say, let's build our houses above ground. Like, I think I already talked about that. Like, I don't know. It's pretty crazy, but that's why I'm just really focused on underground living. I ain't caring about, social media fame or any type of fighting or. It don't make no sense. I could do all that shit underground, nigga. Like, like, who gives a fuck? Anything you do above ground, you can do underground. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, besides flying, though. You probably even do flying if you dig deep enough. You probably wouldn't be flying, though. I don't really care for flying, no way. I'd rather have, like, train or a car. Or whatever the fuck underground people do for traveling. Animals, maybe? Do animals live underground? Some do. I don't know. Either way, I'm living underground. It makes sense. Either that or somehow going to space somehow, which I doubt. But, so I don't know. I'm gonna make it small though. I ain't gonna like overdo myself and then an earthquake happen and my shit cave in on me. I have support beams and all that shit, but that's the one thing like earthquakes. The dude said I remember he's talking about he covers everything. He even talks about the land shifting as time go on a little bit, so that's why you need, polyethylene and posts and all that shit. Shoring, keep that shit, structured. 'Cause over time that shit's gonna, move. The earth moves like a scalp or some shit. It, if not, earthquake's gonna move by just regular shit. Like, how Earth is. Rain and, water and life, whatever. But I don't know. Either way, you know. Oh, but my shoes should be here. Those felines. I was talking about the skeletos. They should be here 2 days. I guess I could be about them and try them bitches out. Might take my fat ass around here and run some. How the fuck am I fat and a vegan, nigga? You be like, oh, I can't eat vegetables because I'll be hungry, this and that. Nigga, I weigh like 180. And I ain't even lifting or none shit. I'm just sitting on my ass. Like how the fuck you get fat off vegetables? I get fat off vegetables, nigga. I eat zero meat. All my diet is 100% plant based. Even my milk is plant based. I drink hemp milk, either hemp or soy or almond. No, it's been hemp for a minute though, so yeah. I don't eat no dairy. I don't eat cheese. I don't eat meats. You know, I'm barely even eating nuts, really. Mostly just been salads, soybean, those gardening, the fake meat sort sort of food or whatever. Oh, I gotta weigh myself. I'm probably about 180 though. I think 180, 185, something like that. But I need to get those socks though. Nigga. These socks ain't gonna work in those shoes. Yeah, I voted. I seen that shit for Joe Jorgensen. I just threw that shit out there. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna be hella annoying and shit about that shit. Like, you have to vote. Why, nigga? Why? I just don't get it. This is why I just wish I was sort of like in Saudi Arabia. That way, I wouldn't have to deal with that shit. Like, the king is here, so whatever, nigga. He's gonna be king as long as I'm living, cause the nigga's my age, so we'll probably die around the same time. Like I give a fuck, you know? Like, oh, we don't have voting. This nigga's the king. Like, you're back the fuck up, nigga. But whatever. They were trying to just make shit doable, I guess, whatever. I don't know. Maybe because there's no God here or some shit. Like, there's a reason everything gets dead, I guess. But whatever. I'll figure my shit out. Might be the shoes on some crazy shit. Like, it might be crazy to like just because of the shoes. Like I step outside with these kicks on, my ass get like abducted or some shit. Like I don't know. There's a reason people invent shoes like a box. I always wondered like that. Even in kindergarten, I'm like, why do people create shoes like boxes, but we have gloves like fingers and hands? You know. And then you look at your shoes and it's like a box. I'm like, why? Like, why is that designed? Like, your toes is all like squished together, and you're trying to run and stop, and your toes is like cramming into you. You know, it's just weird. You're getting bunions and shit. Like, why? What's the point of that? Like, is this some kind of Asian foot binding shit? Why? I guess because Americans don't make their own shoes, maybe. I don't know. And it's just like, this is as good as we're gonna do it. Like, you think you make your own, you make these work, nigga. Like, with your lazy ass. Yeah, I hate this. Screws your feet up in those box shoes. Whatever. I can't wait till this shit comes so I can try them shits out, nigga. I'm gonna take my fat ass on a run for a minute. Probably run around the park or something. You know, give them shits to test. And, what else am I doing? That might be it. Like I said before, I just do random shit. I don't even try stupid ass voting. Like, I gotta hurry up and get the fuck out of here before they call me for jury duty and piss me the fuck off. You have been assembled to jury duty. Like, great, nigga. Doing shit that I didn't even want to do. Voting / jury duty. Nice. Who do I vote for that'll end jury duty? Does anyone know that? Like, who's that president? I'll vote for him. Like, why is Donald Trump the nigga to be like that? If so, I fucked up and I picked the wrong person. I don't want to do jury duty, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck. You get caught, then your ass just gonna get punished. Like, I don't know what to tell you, nigga. That's like doing in motherfucking Saudi Arabia and Africa. You still shit, your hand gets chopped off. Like, there's no debate, there's no jury. He stole. That easy. Like, are you sure he stole? Yeah, there he goes in his hand right there. He got the death grip on it, nigga. What are you talking about, jury and shit? His hand's right there with the shit in it. These niggas right here let a nigga get away and then let him fight it in court. Then when he wins, he's looking pissed off and shit. Like, nigga, you passed the jurisdiction to file a claim. Nigga, you waited too long. Like, you know, you more swift with that. You around crooks and shit, nigga. You gotta tighten up, nigga. Like, be swift with that shit. Send that shit out hella quick. Like, niggas always pissed about the cops until they shit get jacked. I don't even like the cops, nigga. Like, fuck it. Like, the last thing I want to do is just let niggas into my shit. Like, I can't get caught like that. If I do, then I most likely gotta kill a nigga. Like, I'm just saying, like, what the fuck was this shit stole? You know what I'm saying? Like, either ass whooping or killing. You know? Like, I can't stand motherfuckers that steal. I really can't. But that's what motherfuckers do. Like, then the cops been like, no help. They don't know shit, nigga. And you're like, I don't know. Is he gonna admit to it? Like, of course not. He stole it. Like, what the fuck? No shit, he's not gonna admit to it. He stole my shit. Like, like, oh, swiper, no swiping. Damn. Like, what y'all think this is? Y'all think this shit Dora Explorer? Why these niggas come over here and just steal all y'all shit? Like, come right on in, buddy. Someone call the cops. And they'll be here in 30 minutes when he's gone and at the pawn shop. He lying. I didn't take his shit. I don't know. It's your word against his. Like, it's hard as hell to get someone for stealing. And niggas lucky I don't love stealing, because America would be the place to steal. Like, if you love stealing, come over here. Niggas will let you just clean them out. Just not the red states. The blue states rob them, because them niggas always up there talking about motherfucking politics and shit. Them niggas must have too much money. There's a lot of Democrats around here. They need their ass robbed more. Please come over here and rob their ass. Don't rob to the front, because they'll blow your ass out the window, nigga. You try to steal their shoes, they'll blow you out of your shoes, nigga. Your ass be out the window shoeless. And then the motherfucking Democratic cops gonna come around here and arrest them. You stole this nigger's shoes. Motherfucker, with his shoes blown out. You got blown out of shoes and it's in your crib. You talking about they gonna arrest you, nigga, for stealing this nigga's shoes and killing him with your stolen property in his hands. Open and shut case. Yeah, no, there's no need for you, officer. I ain't let that shit my damn self with my 12 gauge. All we need around here is an ambulance. A coroner. Not even an ambulance, nigga. We using shotguns. Just get a coroner. Like, let's cart these niggas off. Like, but, damn, I don't know, talking for 30 minutes, nigga. I just like being on here and talking, but it is kind of annoying, though. I always get some shit that I need to talk about. It's like, for what, nigga? Like anybody cares. Like, but it's something to do. I'm just on here talking to myself. Like, I'll think of something and then I'll lay it out. Then I'll think of something else, lay it out. I know ain't no one watching 30 minutes of this shit. Like, niggas got shit to do. And if so, then, cool. You know, all 1 or 2 people. Which is like my average views. That's like 0 clout, nigga. Who wants clout around here? Like, if you have clout around here, you're probably gonna end up dead or either shot by somebody. Either a thug or a cop. Either one. Or maybe you'll kill yourself. Like, a lot of shit happens like that to niggas that are popular here. Like, you got all the clout, your life is probably in serious danger. You know what I'm saying? You probably OD'd twice and like, hurry up, give this nigga some attention. He's going crazy, nigga. If we don't put his ass on motherfucking YouTube with 1 million views, he might just, end his shit. So we need to watch him and say I love you every 5 minutes. Like, if that nigga wanna die, let him die. Like, you just prolonging this shit. Like, I don't know. Some motherfuckers around here remind me of like The Walking Dead when niggas be protecting zombies. You ever see that shit? Or that white girl, she's like, no, they're real people or some shit. I'm like, that motherfucker been dead for a while. Like, that nigga ain't coming back. Once you're dead, you don't come back. It's just like your hand. You lose your hand and it don't come back. Or your brain. You get your brains blown out, that shit don't come back. Teeth, they don't come back. Some shit just don't come back, nigga. Like, you gotta live without that shit. Forever. Like, that's just how it is. If a nigga got a nervous system problem or he can't feel shit for the rest of his life, it's not gonna just magically pop back up. I think it's stuff like that. There's how shit go around here. Like, I don't know what to say, nigga. I should turn this shit off because my phone has limited memory. It only is going for 30 though. Like, probably because I deleted some shit. I guess I'm done talking on this bitch. I don't know if I want to drop this. This video is long as fuck, I guess. I probably won't. Well, it's kind of too long. I'll probably just piece it up or some shit. I really don't feel like posting all this shit.